This section has an important question. What is the difference between window and document object? The category of this question is DOM and web related question, and we will have around 6 to 7 relative questions which are connected with this topic. Let's begin the answer. If you want to quickly visualize window and document, then let me show you with the help of browser. Now as you see that the entire browser window is actually window object, and the inner part where the content is displayed, all the content can be accessed using the document object. This also means that window is the main container or parent or global object, and document is child of window object. Operations related to entire browser window can be part of window object, like opening a new window for that matter, or let's say accessing this address bar. Let's say I want to see what is the value inside this address bar. So this is beyond document but under window. Let's try to see the content of both the objects in console of developer tool. Let me expand the window object. You see that there are various values we have under window object. Actually, we have various events, various objects. Document is also an object of window. So let's try to refer the document as well. Now you see that the moment I type document, the document section is automatically highlighted. And if we expand this document object, that also has the HTML and various other things. The way I have typed document, I can also say window.document. That's also a valid way to refer the document object. But because window is a global object and document is child of it, we do not need to say window.document all the time. All the members, be it object, method or properties, if they are part of window object, then you do not need to refer the window object. Again, because window is a global object, like for example set interval, or for that matter set timeout method, all these methods are part of window object. So ideally you would write window.setInterval or window.setTimeout, then it is not wrong. But because window is global, you avoid using the window term all the times. Rather, you use setInterval or setTimeout directly. So setInterval or setTimeout, etc. are methods of window, whereas document is an object of window. Of course, further, document object does have various other objects, methods or properties as well, like document.getElementById. by ID. So getElementById by ID is part of the document object. Window object also has properties like inner height or inner width. Let's try it practically to see this. Let's say console.log window.innerHeight, and now just to prove that inner width is part of window, I do not need it. I will write inner width without the window object. Let's try to run this. So it displays some value, that is the height and width of the browser window. Now let's run the same code by resizing the browser window. As you see that it displays the current inner height and width of a window in pixels. So these types of settings the window object has. Let's try few more properties of window like location. I'll say console.log window.location. Now when I run this, you see that it displays the object literal, which has various values like hostname, href and other values also. Let's try to refer only the href. Now I will not write window.location. I will simply say console.log location.href. Let's run the code. Now you see that the href is displayed separately. In fact, there are few terms which are related to this concept like DOM and the BOM. DOM is document object model and BOM is the browser object model. We can think of BOM and DOM as shown in the figure. So the window has various objects like location, screen, navigator, frames, history, etc. So all related information to these things, if you have to use, it is the window object which gives you the access to it. Like we have already seen window.location. But when it comes to elements placed inside the HTML, all the elements are part of the DOM. That is the page which you see inside the HTML. So if you want to access that, you will say document dot the member name. Of course, window is the main umbrella where all other elements are part of it, but there is a classification for each and every segment displayed inside the browser window. So when you refer the term BOM, that means it is the browser object model. It means it has objects like these, and DOM allows you to access entire content which is placed by HTML and CSS. So now you know both window and document object and its usage as well. Let's discuss different ways of asking this question or relative questions to this topic. The question can be, is there any difference between window and document? So we have already discussed this. The next question, what is DOM or what is DOM API? So the answer can be, it is the document object model. That means the browser is giving you the document object which helps you to access the elements through JavaScript. It is also referred as the DOM API. Next question is, what is BOM? That is browser object model. So it is basically giving you few objects related to window, and using that we access location, history, screen, the height and width of window, etc. So BOM actually refers to the window elements only. The next question can be, explain the difference between DOM and BOM. So you already know now. Next question, which is a global object in the browser? So the answer is, window is the global object in the browser. Next question, how will we check the inner width or inner height of a window? So you can say window dot inner height or inner width. Next question, how will you get host name or value typed in the address bar? Again, you use window.location and the related properties to have access to it. So that's all for this topic.